Queenslander Darren Harris is right now desperately trying to return home after attending the funeral of his son in New South Wales. But a week after telling his story to 9 News, Queensland Health is still yet to grant him an exemption.
I'm losing, I'm falling apart. I've got no network, no support. It's just financially, emotionally, and everything is just destroying me. I'm obeying by all their rules. I got vaccinated. I did everything I'm supposed to, and it's still not. They still don't class what happened to me as a reasonable thing. I feel like I've been punished because my son died.
That's hard to watch, isn't it? A Good Samaritan saw Darren's story and offered to pay his flights and quarantine, but as of this morning, authorities in his home state continue to deny him entry. And Darren joins us now from the Central Coast of New South Wales. Darren, thank you for your time, mate. Our hearts bleed for you this morning. You've had such a tough time of it since the death of your son. How are you holding up, big fella?
Getting there. It's hard, and it's hard. I'm still here with my kids, and yeah, just trying to piece everything back together.
Look, I think we all felt that when your story was highlighted last week that there'd be a resolution, but do you know why Queensland Health is yet to give you an exemption so you can go home?
I've got a few problems with photo ID. It's still being in New South Wales, even though I can prove by bank statements and other records that I live in Queensland. Every hoop they've asked me to jump through, I've jumped through, and I'm just at the point where I'm just over the hoops. I just want to go home.
So what do you do then? And it's kind of like, and you're not alone, but you're in this gap where no one can help you. Is that what you feel like?
Yeah, I feel like no one wants to help. We're sort of there's hundreds of us like it. We're all caught in limbo where we don't have a state. We have a state that don't want us, and we can't get back to the people we need to and the people we need.
Does it feel unfair?
Which makes it really hard for what we need to. Oh, 100%. I just feel ripped off. I feel cheated. I came here for. It's not that I just came here for a holiday or just. You know, like I came here from the passing of my son, and I just can't get home. It's just they just don't want to let me home. I have a massive support. I have a massive support in Queensland. I just can't get to it. I have people that want to help, and people that care. I've had this gentleman that's helped me with my transport of my car because we can't drive back, and it's just I just want to go home.
And we can hear it in your voice. We can see it on your face. You need to be surrounded by people who are going to look after you, don't you?
Yeah, I just need to move on. I just need to try and put my life back together. It's a big hit, and it's hit me hard. I just want to put it back together. I just want to try and get back to some sort of normality in my life.
Have you got who have you got around you at the moment while you're waiting?
I've got my mum and dad. I've got my sisters. I've got my two beautiful kids that have done everything to try and help and try and piece it together. I'm actually staying back where I used to live on the coast, and I've got them to help and I've got them to support, but I just need to get things moving forward. I need to start moving forward with my life and start putting it back together.
Well, any psychologist will tell you that that's what you need to do from here on. Where do you live in Queensland?
I live at Eagleby in Queensland.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I live there with a good mate.
So when was the last time you had correspondence with Queensland Health, and what are they saying? And what are they saying you need to do in order to get back home?
I spoke to them yesterday, 3 times yesterday actually. I'm just in the queue. They say I've just got to wait my turn. Now they're saying if I haven't heard back from them in 3 weeks, they'll email someone and see if they can get someone to look into it a little bit further. I can't wait. I've sunk everything into going back on Thursday, and they're saying if I go back, I'm going to be turned around and sent home, sent back here.
So just to clarify on that, so you've got a flight booked tomorrow morning. So but it's sounding like it's unlikely you're going to get an exemption before then.
No, but it sounds like I won't get the exemption, but it's just getting to the point where I continually change flights, I continually change doctors and medical appointments in Queensland. I'm at the point where I can't afford, and I can't emotionally do it anymore. I can't keep changing things around. I need to get home, and I'm just, yeah, everything's getting low, and including emotionally, it's getting low.
Oh, buddy. Well, look, we feel you, and we can't imagine what it's been like for you emotionally over the last couple of weeks, but hopefully you get some clarity and you're able to get home and start rebuilding in the next couple of weeks and days.
Yeah, can I just say one thing? Can I just say to the Queensland government, just let us come home, just let us return and let us come back to where we live.
Yeah.
Please.
Can't be playing, can it?
No, I mean, that's a plea from, you know, unfortunately, not just yourself, Darren. There's a whole bunch of people, as you say, in a similar situation. You look after yourself. Try and stay strong, OK? We'll check in with you tomorrow. And, look, we did speak to Queensland Health last night, and they sent us a statement. They said, we know border restrictions are inconvenient and can cause disruption to people's lives and livelihoods, but we must balance these factors against the serious health risk to more than 5 million Queenslanders. Make of that what you will.
Well, I will add this, though, to be fair. There are people who work for Queensland Health who are stuck in the middle between the rules and regulations and these people who are pouring out their hearts and souls. They're just people. I spoke to them like last month, and they're broken. These people sitting in the middle at Queensland Health, they're broken by being caught in the middle. It just adds to the burden that is on this country at every level right now. You know, it's just terrible. Terrible.
Well, look, hopefully we can get Darren home, because we could hear that he's in a tough position right now.
So much pain.